we're going to look at Bitcoin and Ethereum primarily. You know, at an interesting point here, you know, we were expecting this breakout, right? So if you've been following along with me, you know, we've been pretty consistent in that, you know, I didn't think that we would have another test of this level here, you know, this kind of area here, 45K, and not get through, right? I was pretty confident that if we got back up here, we put in that higher low, right? We had the higher lows. Once we broke out here, I was pretty confident we were going to break this level. And then the next target was the yearly open. We thought it'd go to the yearly open at least, and it did. And now we're pulling back. So the question is, are we going to continue this rally? Because I was really hoping that we were going to push up higher, right? We expected this move up to at least the yearly open, but really the ultimate target for me has been a run of these highs at the very least. Let's assume that we're making a lower high, right? If the result is this, I want this lower high to go like up here, right? Or at least to here before going down. I'd be very upset if this is it. If this is the lower high and then we make a lower low, that would suck. Obviously, ideally, I would much rather us, you know, go up and then consolidate and then go up and make new all-time highs and go to infinity, and all of you will be rich and happy. You know, your parents will talk to you again, and that girl, you know, that you have a crush on but you haven't talked to because you're scared, she's gonna love you now because you have money, right? So all of those good things, I want that. Of course I do. But I'm still leaning in the camp of like, you know, whatever this move up may be, ultimately could be a larger bearish retest. I don't know, right? I do think that, you know, we have to be aware that we haven't really had a correction after this dump. If this was all-time high, it is. It's not if, it is. And we're going to have another leg down. Maybe we get some sort of bearish retest. And then you make money on the way up here, altcoins, Bitcoin, whatever. And who knows? Maybe it does come up here and then this becomes support. Right? And then we continue on and it's the super cycle and Do Kwon is a god and he saved Bitcoin. I don't fucking know. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm just playing level to level. So right now, my immediate target on the long side is these highs here. Around 50 to 55K. If you zoom in to the daily, it's kind of more clear here. You got equal highs right here. So this kind of box, this is where I want to see price go to. So if we're going to get another leg, and this is just a pullback before another leg, this is my target here. That's what I want to see. And then above here, then we can talk about another leg up, right? Maybe we take out these highs, right? And then the last set of highs, if we're really bullish and we're going to make a new all-time high, is obviously above all-time high. But I'm just playing this level to level. It has served me extremely well. So if you watched my last video before I went to Vegas and destroyed my body, my fucking mind, and my wallet, we longed 40K. And I say we, and by we, I mean me, but I posted it for you. So hopefully some of you guys took that trade with me as well. I closed the majority of that trade into the yearly open. I held a little bit for this last leg, and I actually opened a short while drunk at 48K, but I closed it, I think, like right before it broke down because I'm a huge pussy and I was doing it from my phone and I wasn't really locked in. But we longed right here, March 20th. So right here, we longed on the hourly, and it was this move here, I believe, right here. It was this low to this high, right into the OTE, right into the order block. We had the bullish break in market structure here, pull back to the order block that broke market structure, OTE. And just for the clout here, we'll pull that over here. This was posted on March 20th. So I posted exactly when it happened here, right? Building along down here. I updated it and we rallied straight from there till higher, okay? So hopefully some of you guys caught this move with me. Like I said, I took a lot off on the way up because I wasn't going to be here. So I missed the majority of this kind of very last leg. I was pretty much completely out of the position by 46,000. But still, I made a bunch of money. I'm very happy with how that long turned out. So now the plan is simple, right? We're looking for a breakout confirmation here and then a move to here. That's the plan. So what do I mean by confirmation? We basically were in this range here for the entirety of 2022 so far. So about 3 months. Ideally, it's been accumulation, right? We've got some narratives, okay? World War III is happening. Talks of recession, high inflation, all of this negative stuff that should tank Bitcoin. Gold rallied, the dollar rallied, and Bitcoin was able to hold above 30K for 3 months. We still have COVID, right? It's not over. Even though it seems it's over, I bet you they're coming back, those fuckers. They just released a 4th booster, so who knows? Season fucking 50 of COVID coming up. But we've had a lot of negative news, right, that you would assume would drop the price of Bitcoin, and it's held up surprisingly well. You know, we weren't able to break below that kind of 30 to 32K bottom, and we ended up trading a lot of this past 3 months at or near 40,000. And then we've now broken out of this range. So what we're looking for is us to stay out of here, right? So if we're bullish, I don't really want to see price come back into this range for any significant period of time, right? I don't want to see price come back here. You know, we could come maybe as low as like 43,000, right? Into here, maybe. But then I want to see this thing move, right? Because if this comes back into the range and stays down here, well, then this becomes a deviation, and I think we end up all the way back at the range low, and we don't want that. That's bad. We don't want this to end up being this, right? A breakout, retest, and then all the way back down to the range low. We do not want that. I want this to be legit. We have ETH merger coming up. We have Do Kwon, you know, buying more Bitcoin like the Chad he is to support the UST Luna Bitcoin Ponzi. I don't know how to describe it because I don't actually know how it works. But he's buying Bitcoin. So we have the bullish catalyst. We had the breakout. Now we're seeing the pullback, right? Remember, everyone was talking about a pullback to 44, 45K. I said 43K-ish when I tweeted it at the Pico top, you sons of bitches. You're welcome. The Pico top would love a pullback to like 43K-ish before continuation to where? 52K. Now it's here. No matter what everyone wants, it doesn't matter. The market's going to do what the market's going to do. Everyone can want a pullback. The pullback will come like we have right now, and now everyone's going to be too scared to long it, right? So just remember who said we're going to see a pullback here. Remember all the people who said, oh, I'd love to long 44K. Well, now's your chance. We're at 44K. This is essentially a perfect retest of the range high here. You know, you have these lows, and you have the previous range high. So you kind of have this entire area here that should be support, should be in quotation marks. So what I'm hoping is that we have Do Kwon come in, start hitting the TWAP, and we rally from here. So I've started to build a long here. I longed a little here. I longed a little more here. And I'm willing to long as low as probably here. I do not want to see price go below here. I really don't want to see price back below 42K. If it's going to come down lower, I'll buy a little more at 44, 43.5, and even at like 43. And then I'm probably going to stop bidding. And if we get like an hourly close or something like that at like below 42, below this order block here, I'm probably out. So we're going to play it by ear. I don't have a hard stop on this. So if you're trying to copy trade me, first of all, don't fucking do it. Not only is that stupid, but I'm out of my mind right now. I really don't want to see price go below here. So I don't have a hard stop. I'm probably going to monitor this, but we'll have to wait and see what happens as we get into Asia. Hopefully Do Kwon wakes up, chooses violence towards bears, and just starts fucking T-wapping the shit out of this thing, and we do one of these, right? That would be the ideal situation because A, Bitcoin would be going higher, which then means B, your boy makes some money, right? And C, maybe you make some money too, okay? So that's the plan for now. We're bidding this down, layering in some bids, don't really want to see it below 42K, and we're hoping for another leg up. I hope this isn't it, because if this is a deviation and we trade back into the range, I don't think we're going to 38. I think we're going here, and then I think we're going all the way to the range low and probably lower. So we don't want this to be this. So the test on this bounce is actually going to occur here. See how this happened here? We had our high, lower high that formed right at the order block and the OTE. So if this bounce comes up to about 47 here, that's going to be our key level. So if we come up here and reject, right? Maybe an over and under, whatever, but we reject and sell off, that's probably bad. What we want to see is us come up here and go higher. Okay, that's probably good. So we do not want to see this, right? A lower high form right around this 47K area. So if you're getting long down here like me, this is going to be our first trouble area, our FTA, the bearish order block, the place you want to pay attention to. We do not want to see rejection from around 47, because if that's resistance and we reject hard from there, probably a lower high, we're probably going lower back into the range. Obviously, a short scenario, if we come up to 47 and reject, you can short with your stop up there, right? Target 1, target 2, target 3, target 4 goes off the screen to -5. That would be the short scenario, but we're hoping for long, right? This is basically as good as it gets. If this thing is gonna bounce, this is where it should fucking happen. You know, again, I'll layer a little lower for a deeper pullback, right? Like maybe we see a really deep retracement of this swing and we come all the way down to, 43. I don't really know. I don't really want to bid much lower than here. Too much time below this swing low, I'm probably out, and I think we're probably going to nuke to Kekistan. But until then, I'm looking to build along. I've already started, and hopefully my incoherent ramblings have made sense to you, and you have a plan now as well. But if we hold this area, which I'm hoping we do, 52K is my target. One last thing on Bitcoin here. Where are we rejecting? Pretty clear, right? Bearish order block that caused the move down. That's where we're rejecting. So this level is pretty damn close to that 47K level that I showed you guys in here. So this is where price needs to get above and start holding above if we want a shot at these highs. That's your high time frame confirmation level, I'd say. It's around 46,700 to 47,000. That's going to be the key level that we have to get above to see continuation. Exact same thing here. Rejected, rejected. Once we start trading bullishly above here, so we rejected this area, back down, above, back down. Once we confirmed above here, so notice here, traded above, lower high, back down. Here, traded above, didn't even bounce here, rejected, down. Right above, down. But then as soon as we started getting in bullish price action, right? This is not bullish. This is not bullish. This is bullish here. Soon as we started trading bullishly, higher highs, higher lows, above this level, look at the entry it gave you there. Boom. So what I want to see is a very similar thing happen around this level. Right now, we're rejecting. I want to see price trade up and through this level with structure like this. That's what I would like to see for us to go higher. Okay, I'm going to look at Ethereum now. Now we're doing Ethereum. We're still dealing with this same order block, for months now on Ethereum. Came up, rejected, rejected. Now we've pushed well into it. All right, so if Bitcoin's going to 52K, I think Ethereum's going to like 4,000. So that would be my target if this continues its bullishness here. Similar to Bitcoin, right? We were in a range forever. Finally put in a higher high here, right? Lower high. Lower high, lower high, lower high, higher high, higher high, higher high, right? We've broken all of these highs. We've even broken this one here. So all of these lower highs, basically since the start of the year, have now been broken. Now we want to see continuation. Is this trend for real? So similar to Bitcoin here, I wouldn't want to see Ethereum go below here, okay? And what do I mean by here? This is 3,080 up to 3,200. I think you could start longing this similar to Bitcoin. We kind of have, these previous lows here, these previous highs here. You kind of want to see this area here, this high, this order block. This should be your confirmation of a breakout. We've moved above. Now let's get the next leg. So that's what I want to see on Ethereum. Like Bitcoin, I think you could start longing this a little bit here. You could start bidding this here for sure. I'd be comfortable bidding into this order block, but this is where we want to see this thing hold, right? Don't really want to see Ethereum trading, let's just say back below like 30.50 to give it a little bit of wiggle room, which would be Bitcoin trading back below like 42. So this is where I want to see Ethereum bounce from, right? Similar to Bitcoin, it is going to have resistance. So just like we had this lower high here, I don't want to see Ethereum put in a lower high around 34. So Bitcoin's $47,000 level. Ethereum's level equivalent is like 3,380 to 3,400. So if this comes up and rejects here, that's bad. Then it looks like this. Don't want that. I want to see it bounce from around here, and I want to see it trade through 3,400, above 3,400. I think you can pretty confidently long this thing to 4K. Low time frame. This is like super common toppiness, right? We have the big move up, a high, and that just starts making lower highs. Bitcoin does this all the fucking time. It did it here too. Look, like, so how this high formed, this kind of rounding, if you can get good at spotting this, there's a ton of easy shorts. Like, look at this. Before our long here, very similar, right? Big move up, rounding off, lower high, break in market structure, sell off. Does this kind of thing all the time. This kind of rounding top has been very common lately. Same thing here. This is the exact same kind of top right here as we just saw before this dump. It's the exact same type of PA. So if you can get good at spotting this, it's a lot of easy shorts that have been made because price has been really, really consistently kind of doing this same move before it sells off, right? You have the big rally and then it rounds off. You get the break in market structure. It's putting the lower highs. Short that all day. All right, you fucking degenerates. Speaking to myself mainly. What can I say? I survived. My brain, it hurts. You're not happy to see me? Yeah, I definitely need some electrolytes. I should order a Gatorade right now. Gatorade. Hope for the best, prepare for the worst, right? I think Gandhi said that. And he was talking about food because he was hungry. Look at the precision. Absolute sniper. Precise. Who's doing it like me? Precise. Precision. I'm like a fucking... I don't know what that means, but I am it. Even if this dumps from here, I'm collecting the clout either way. The clout is being collected either way. It's April 1st, so it's April Fool's Day. So maybe this is just a big April Fool's Day joke and we're gonna wake up at 50K BTC. Or maybe the April Fool's joke was that we were going to 50K BTC. That was a joke. We're actually going to 0. We come up here and reject. That's bad, okay? Bad. I need clout to make me feel better. That's what I need. Clout tokens. Oh yeah. Used to be cool, but you don't engage in nothing. I'll engage in putting this dick in your mouth. That hurt. Go on Google, type in churches in my local area, and go pray. This guy says, God damn, I'm such an alpha male. I hate to break it to you, my friend, but no, you're not. This line represents all your hopes and dreams. This is you getting bitches. This is you jerking off into a fucking tissue. Sad. Linda. How much we want to bet that this is not what Linda looks like? I'd bet a lot. Yes, but we need a flash crash. Fuck. The fuck you mean? We need a flash crash. I shouldn't try to read right now. That seems like a terrible idea. I'm dyslexic on my best of days, and this is not one of them. So shut the fuck up. I was trying to sneeze. It wasn't a stroke. Commenting to reply guys on stream. I can't believe you guys watch this shit. Just kidding. I love you. Don't leave me. So we're gonna talk about my boy here. He's not dead, obviously. That's a puke bag. Basically, we were in the club. It's the last night. We've been partying like crazy for 4 nights. Like, we ordered all these bottles and a bunch of people left. So we had all this alcohol, right? And so we're like giving out shots. This guy reached over and grabbed the bottle from our table. You don't reach over to our table and just grab the booze and pour yourself a drink. We're like, yo, what the fuck? So like, as punishment, we're like, okay, well, finish your drinks. He poured a bunch of vodka in his cup, didn't have time to grab mix, so he chugged this thing of vodka, like just all vodka. Then he was wavy. Then he wanted more drinks, so we kept giving him drinks, and then he got kicked out because he was drunk as shit. And then on the way out, we see him being carried out in a stretcher. That's what happens when you party with the wetards, and that's what happens when you steal other people's alcohol. But he's okay. I think. So smart and so handsome. Someone's been listening. If you made some money on that, let me know, and then send some of that money to me because I need it because I'm poor now. If we go a little lower, I'm right. If we don't go a little lower, I'm still right because fuck you.